Hello and welcome to the fourth part of Let's Play Celestian Tales Howl of the Ravager DLC for the Indonesian JRPG Celestian Tales The Old North. So, in the last episode we went with a finally full party into the Emerald Forest and we saved few injured soldiers and got into heart of the forest to fight the old ancient Emerald Ancient. It might be probably a final boss, but I had to quit the game before because of busy stuff. So anyway, let's see if it's final boss fight or not. Looks like he's still asleep. Conserving energy, I'm sure. His awakening will require an enormous amount of energy. Should I just stab him right now? Before he realizes we're here? Great suggestion. Go for it, Pierce. You're sure about this, Sir Sorin? Innately as it may be, if it gets the work done, it gets the work done. The less blood we shed, the better. Alright then, here I go. He's awake! Come on then, King. We'll do this the hard way. Let's see this. Ouch. Okay. So this was short. This is impossible. I can't fight anymore. He's not even fully awakened, and yet he's this strong. Severin, what are you doing? Damn these two useless morons. Damn those bloody Durandals. And damn you bloody woman wooden pain in the arse. I sure as hell am not losing against a tree. Come at me, ancient. When we're done, I'll soak your bloody corpse in my piss. Severin, have you lost your mind? What do you think you're doing? Doing what the useless kid can't. Watch and learn, Pierre. This is how you defeat an ancient. Where am I? Oh, you're awake. Thank Deus, I thought you were lost the cause. Don't worry, you're safe in the Aramis mansion now. Just get some rest and let your wounds heal. Rest? How can I rest when that bloody ancient's still alive? Get out of my way, woman. I need to settle some scores with that tree creature. For someone so near to death just yesterday, you sure are lively. Your arms were broken, your lungs bleeding profusely, pierced by one of your broken ribs. It's a miracle. You're still alive. Don't waste it. You had two companions with you and still lost the battle. What hopes do you have fighting him on your own? I have no choice. If we don't defeat it soon enough, it will awaken. And you think sacrificing yourself like this would help? You're a bigger fool than I thought you are. I couldn't care less if someone wants to walk to his own death. But the realm is depending on you to finish your task. Oh, I see. This isn't about the awakening, is it? This isn't about doing the Durandals a favor for saving the realm from chaos. This is about you. You just can't stand losing, and you want to prove it. I don't expect you to understand, miss. Which part wouldn't I understand? About you being stupid, or about you being an idiot? I don't take insults lightly, woman. You will keep your mouth shut, or I'll do it for you. Your threats won't work against me. You're not going to risk the honor of Leroux by doing anything to me. Now get this blade away from me, and we can talk in a more civilized manner. Oh, just like how I won't risk the whole realm to fight the Ancient on my own? You know, I love confident and fearless people like you get the most. It's the brave ones that fall the hardest when they get crushed. Before this blade quiets you, first I'll make you pay for what you've said. Oh, what is your hand doing there? No, don't! Haha, let's see what Joyce's soft fruit hides beneath these ropes, shall we? Deus, what a horrible nightmare. We lost badly against that ancient and my head. I wonder how the others are doing. I should check up on them. How is she doing, Pierre? She'll make it. Barely. I'm sorry, Sir Severin. If only I fought better back then. Maybe we could have... You're not the one to blame, Pierre. When we fell on our knees, I should have realized that we couldn't do it. I should have told both of you to retreat. Instead, I still don't know why I did what I did. Niena, you're awake. With your voices so loud in my ear, of course I'm awake. Sorry. Is it really alright for you to be moving so much? You look like you've been just hit by a ship. You're one to talk. The two of you were in a shape far worse than I was when we reached this mansion. We were? You were bleeding from everywhere, Severin. Every breath you took sounded like it could be your last. Pierre looked to be in a better shape physically, but he couldn't speak a word and his whole body trembled with fear. Thank you, Niena, for saving my life. Anyway, it's good to see both of you standing in your feet again. I'd like to lie down and rest, but we don't have much time. Judging from his strength, we only have a few days until the Emerald King's fully awakens. The days? But there's barely enough time to recover, not to mention finding a new way to defeat him. Sir Severin, how about we go to the Roundals and tell them to give up? At least then they'll be able to move their armies before it's too late. There's someone who may be able to help us, but we must go to Anontar. The elves, huh? If animals live long enough to know how to defeat the ancient, it's them. But does elven magic have anything to harm the ancient? They're mostly enchantment or healing spells, right? I don't know. But elven magic is vast and ancient. Even after studying it for decades, my knowledge of it barely scratches the surface. You're saying we should take a gamble? But we don't know what the payoff is. It's practically taking a random guess. Not random, it's an educated guess. Though I can't guarantee anything but my trust to the Lahari. She has lived for centuries and traveled over 5 continents. Even if I don't know the answer to our problem, she likely does. Well, it's not like I have any better suggestion. Wait, one does not simply walk into Anantar. I've heard many tales of humans who tried, but never of anyone making it in. That's correct. A mystical forest called the Summerlight Gardens borders the city of elves and the human realms. Fake creatures who dare veil its path with illusionary glamour, trapping trespassers in an endless maze. Human eyes cannot see through this veil. Many have lost their way in the maze, slowly dying along. Grueling death of fatigue and confusion. But you have me as your guide. My eyes can see through the phased magic. It won't be impossible for us to get through. The way you're saying it makes me wonder about our chances of success. Or even just surviving the trip. Wait. Are you coming along with us, Niena? You can barely stand up. Well, if you want to run in circles, lose track of time, and slowly die of starvation and fatigue, I can just watch from afar. And I don't care how we're going to do it. There's no way I'm having you go with us. Stay here and rest while we walk there on our own. I'm an elven magi 10 times your age, Pierre. Maybe even more. I've guided you through this forest, brought you to the Emerald King, and even fought him beside you. Now I'm giving you the honor of trust by offering to take you to my kin city. And you're paying the back by saying you can't trust me to take care of myself? We'll leave for Anantar first thing in the morning. Get some good rest, both of you. We all need it. I should let them rest for now. The forest's a dangerous place at night, Sir Severin. Better wait till morning if you want to go out. Entry to Lord Henry's chamber is restricted only for family members. Please turn back at once. Miss Sophia, why are you here? Good evening. I see you woken up again. Again, you mean? Don't you remember what happened the last time you did? The words you threw at me, the blade you shot on my throat. Do you recall none of them? Was that not a nightmare? I truly apologize for what I did, Miss Sophia. I really didn't. It's alright, Sir Severin. I understand what you've been through. But what I did, it was unforgivable. I can't believe these hands of mine. What was I thinking? Your hands did it, but it wasn't you. He what? Still furious at you? He picked up the garrote that slipped from your hand. He was about to stash the sword in a safe place when suddenly he changed. He was just like you when you held that sword, like a raging beast, blinded by hatred. To be a bearer of the sacred sword, I can't imagine the kind of a burden your shoulders carry. Miss Sophia, if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to come to me and talk about it. The garrote is kept in my room. I do not wish to touch it in any way, so please take it yourself before your next journey. Ellen, just what in the world are you getting me into? Chapter 5 City of Summerlight. I see you're already walking on 2 feet, Niena. How are you feeling? We elves have magic in our blood, and it keeps us alive. Still, hurts in some places, but I'll get better eventually. Good to hear. We'll be counting on you to lead the way to Anon Tower. The city of elves is deep within Summerlight Gardens, a sacred grove where the Fey King dwells. Its entrance lies eastward from here, a short walking distance from the Emerald Forest. Will it really be alright though? Is having an elven guide all it takes for a human to pass through? Truth to be told, I myself don't have the answer to that. But I have seen them let a human get through once. Who's to say the same can happen again? Just once? I don't know if that's good news or bad. Right now, it's not like we have many options between this and informing the whole realm of the Durandal's weakness. As small our chances are, we'll take it. Please, guide us through this garden of yours. Very well, but remember, don't get irritated when anything playful happens on our way. Deep breaths, patience, and keep going. Wait, what do you mean, playful? Anon Tower. Welcome to Summerlight Gardens. This magical forest borders an Ontario with the rest of the realm. This is home to the elusive fake creatures, and most of them don't like trespassers. Mind your manners if you want to get through in one piece. Thanks, dears. We have you with us then. At least with an elf around, they'll tone down their mischief. I won't hold my breath on that. These creatures find joy in watching the confusion and agony of others. Whether it's humans, elves, or anything in between, they'd play games with them all. We elves just don't die as easily as humans. I'm starting to think that coming here is a mistake. If only you're well enough to go on your own. We could just wait for you in Aramis Mansion while you ask the Elder for help. Far less risky than two humans trading through a Fey domain, I believe. As if she'd lend a hand on those who wouldn't meet her themselves. The Elder isn't as generous a person you imagine her to be. She's clearly generous enough to have you help us. Do you know what she thinks about humans overall? I remember her saying that the Elvenkind has managed to prosper for centuries before humankind. We could care less if you went extinct. That's not very reassuring. Be as it may, she's still the best chance we have against the Emerald King. Less talks, more walks. Come on. Let's save.